Hello and welcome to Jade Empire Special Edition, and this will be part 8. In last episode we arrived at Tian's Landing and we were told a lot about the area around or what's going on in Tian's Landing, and a bit of story about our character and whatnot. So there's an arrow with Dawnstar, so maybe she wants to talk. Let's find out.
Is there anything you need? I'll do whatever I can to help.
I'm interested in how you are, Dawnstar. Is there anything bothering you?
No, I didn't have anything pressing on my mind. Strange enemy.
Well, I have some general questions.
I will answer what I can.
What should I concentrate on doing?
Zoo made it quite clear what we must do. We need a wind map, and we need a flyer. The longer we take, the farther away Master Li gets.
What do you think of this place?
I do not like the area around this place, around Tian's Landing. There is rot here, deep in the heart of it. There are secrets, and there has been much suffering. Maybe I just feel this way because of what happened at the school, or what I fear will happen to Master Li. I just know we must be careful.
Don't worry, be strong.
I will, but I cannot help worrying or thinking about what has happened to Master Li.
It will be okay, we will save him.
Yes, of course. I am glad you are strong in the face of all the death and destruction we've seen.
Goodbye for now.
Be well, my friend.
Shoo, let us spend a bit of time exploring. There will be quest gathering, information gathering, and a lot of stuff going on in this part, most likely. Why is she crying?
Please excuse me. I know I shouldn't be crying in public like this, but I just can't help it.
What is wrong?
Please, I'm just a humble woman. My name is Seamstress Lawn, and I have a problem I don't know how to solve. I thought you could help, but I was afraid to speak to you. It's my fiancé, Baker Bay. Every day a group of thugs attacks him and beats him up. He tries to avoid them, but they find him wherever he goes. The beatings are getting worse. I'm terrified they're going to kill him. After I saw you take on those sailors, I thought, well...
I'll take care of those thugs for you.
I knew you'd understand being a woman. Thank you, my lady. If our firstborn is a girl, she shall have your name. Bay is down at Beggar's Pier right now, in the southeast corner of town. If you hurry, you can probably get there before the thugs attack him today.
And as per usual in a lot of role-playing games, you don't actually have to hurry. You can take all day if you want. So let's see what else we need to speak to. It's the Teahouse. We need to go into the Teahouse. Should we do that first? Suppose may as well. Just yeah, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, let's just do it.
This tea house must be popular. It seems like quite a prominent structure. Good, you're here. We can continue where we left off before.
You've got unfinished business with us first.
There are important matters at hand, yet you fellows keep interrupting. I'm surprised you're this eager to get another beating so soon.
This time we brought some friends to even up the odds.
Very dramatic. Please notice how early I charged up and he still managed to interrupt it, so... How nice. He was attacking someone else and I just got caught in the middle of it. So... I'm just going to go get that. Oh, okay. I didn't know this was a weapon.
You certainly look like Lee's top student, though there's something odd about how you fight. I can't put my finger on it. It doesn't matter. The sailors won't bother us again. We can get back to business. Sun Lee gave me instructions to await you if anything should happen. I have prepared for this day for well over a decade.
Are you saying Master D knew he'd be kidnapped?
The full extent of what the glorious strategist knows is beyond my mind to comprehend. He is without peer. All I know is that I had instructions to wait for you. Sun Lee asked me to seek a piece of a special amulet he wanted you, his prized pupil, to have. It was broken apart and scattered when the spirit monk temple fell. He intended to, and I assume he did, give the main piece to you. Rumor placed a smaller part with a fleeing apprentice monk, but it had been some years and the trail was cold.
So you searched for the rest of the amulet?
I eventually learned the monk had fled to Old Tien's Landing. He was there a year or so, but died of lingering injuries and was buried with his possessions unsorted. It was rushed at the time because the new dam was due to close and Old Tien's would become a watery tomb. The amulet was beyond reach, so I came here and waited. Now the Lotus assassins have drained the lake and exposed the ruins of Old Tien's Landing. It seems they are searching for this piece of the spirit monk amulet too.
How do they know about it?
The Emperor is privy to much. I don't know his motives, but any aid to you is likely a threat to him. You must go to the ruins and find the amulet piece meant for you.
How long have you been waiting for me?
It is coming on 15 years now. As I said, I learned the location of the amulet after the monk died in Old Tien's. It has been difficult serving and waiting in silence.
What if my flyer had functioned properly? You would have waited for nothing.
I choose to believe that my service was valuable and vital. You would have come here eventually. The amulet would draw you at least.
I want to ask you some questions.
My assignment is to give you information to help you acquire the amulet. I will gladly answer whatever questions I can.
Can you tell me more about the amulet?
I only know that I had to find the piece I was tracking. I did so. It is in the ruins. You must find it before the Lotus assassins do. You will need it to help your master.
How do I get to the ruins?
The gates leading to the ruins are locked, but Minister Shang can give you the key. You can find him in the town square, the highest point in Tien's Landing. I suspect the minister is eager to have someone investigate the opening of the Great Dam. You can use this as an excuse to get the key and explore the ruins.
Can you tell me anything else about the spirit thief style?
You are wise to ask. It is a difficult but essential skill to master.
When should I switch to spirit thief?
Spirit thief is always useful. It is common to get run down or injured during battle, and you can tire yourself even further concentrating your chi to aid yourself. When you are feeling such a drain on your resources, switch to Spirit Thief, and each successful blow will restore you slightly. The drain will not hamper your opponent, however.
Do you have a favorite tactic you could share?
If you power through an opponent's guard with its strongest attack, it can briefly immobilize an enemy. During this, you can concentrate and increase the restoration. If you use that time to attack with another style, be careful. Your opponent may not be as vulnerable as they seem, and one must never be overconfident of victory.
I want to ask you something else.
My assignment is to...
Okay, cool. Do you have any idea where I could find a new flyer?
Pirates have raided local villages using flyers, swooping down like locusts. Minister Shang said he would stop them, but his promises have done nothing. You can find Shang near his still smoldering office in the center of town. I'm sure he will welcome your assistance, even if your reasons are your own.
Tell me what you know about the water dragon.
It is said that the water dragon is the shepherd of the dead and a symbol of life and restoration. Beyond that is philosophy, and not for a soldier to know. As you see, I know little about the celestial powers. I knew less before Sun Li asked this service of me. I thought such beings were beyond physical assault. I was mistaken. I don't know how the attack was made or what blade could cut the heart from a god, but I do know that any man who would attempt such a plan is arrogant beyond imagining.
I have questions about you.
I am unimportant, but I promised I would aid you as best I can, so ask your questions.
Tell me about you and Master Li.
There is little to tell. I served him years ago in the Imperial Army. I was a tracker and a soldier. I was not at Dirge when it fell, but I heard the tale of Sun Li's death. But I refused to believe he was dead. In time, my faith was confirmed. He sought me out and told me what really happened. I swore my loyalty to him on the spot. I revere him as a teacher, and I revere him. Even when he ordered me to distant lands, my loyalty never wavered. But I am tired. I long for an end to my service.
It sounded like she was going to say something very personal and emotional. You sound regretful.
Sun Li is a great man, driven by greater goals and ideals. Sometimes his gaze is lifted so high that he does not see what is right in front of him. We who serve him are sometimes forgotten, left to toil in obscurity until the time to act is thrust upon us. So it was with me, waiting for you.
I don't want to risk causing any upsets, because I mean it's a bit rude, isn't it? To ask why is never mentioned. No. I have a lot ahead of me. I should go.
Remember, go to the ruins and claim the amulet before the Lotus Assassins do. You will need it to survive the trials that lie ahead.
And we can level up. How convenient. So let us level up. And the usual 1 point in body, 1 point in spirit, and 1 point in mind. 5 star points. How does it look for this? The thing is, you don't want to spend too much. You don't want to spread out too much. I would say even, but Spirit Thief is definitely a style that can benefit you long term. The chi damage I don't care. I don't want to use it. I don't want to spend my chi on empowering strikes. It only speeds up this the basic attack, I suppose. Duration increase. Yeah. Okay. Let us save the remaining 2 points, I think. So, quick shave. Because why not? You're not quite done here though. There's a bit of a quest here. This is just a guard. Old Mother Quan.
Hello, young one. My name is Quan, but everyone calls me Old Mother Quan. I'd like you to call me that too, okay? Welcome to my tea house. Oh, that's not right. No, not anymore. Sorry about the confusion, dearie. What I meant to say was, welcome to Master Dutong's tea house.
You used to own this tea house?
Yes, I owned the tea house for many, many years. At least I thought I did. But then Master Dutong came to town with that imperial writ. Oh my, wasn't that a shock? Turns out his family owns this land. They have for hundreds of years. The land is his along with everything on it, so now he owns my tea house too. He was nice enough to let me stay on here as a helper. I steep the tea. Yanwan takes the orders, and Master Dutong, well, he mostly just drinks his wine.
How very convenient. Did you check the writ to make sure it was real?
Now, why would I do such a thing? I can't even imagine anyone being so horrible they'd forge an imperial writ. No, I'm sure the land belongs to Master Dutong.
You didn't know he owned the land when you built the place?
No one knew. This was just an empty patch of rock for hundreds of years. Who would have thought the Empire had deeded it to anyone? But Master Dutong came along with his writ.
Poor old woman who decided to just take his word as at face value. I think it's a bit too circumstantial and a bit too convenient. Don't worry, I'll get the tea house back for you.
That is very nice of you, my child, but what could you do? I would love to have my tea house back, but it belongs to Master Dutong now. You can't argue with an imperial writ. All this talk is just the rambling of an old woman. Put it out of your head and enjoy yourself. It may not be mine anymore, but this is still a fine tea house.
Well, let us go and speak to the Steeper.
Hello, greetings, welcome. My name is Steeper Yanru, and I'll be... No, that's not right at all. Idiot! I'm Barkeep Yanru now, not Steeper Yanru. I'm sorry about that. I still can't get the hang of this new position. Sometimes I wish old Mother Quan still owned the tea house so things could go back to the way they were.
I want to talk about Dutong and his imperial writ.
That imperial writ has caused us no amount of grief. Mother Quan lost her tea house. Waitress Yanwan is busier than ever, and I spend all day giving out foolish advice.
Did anyone ever see the actual writ?
Mother Quan saw it, though her eyes aren't too good. Most of us didn't bother to give it a look since hardly anyone in the town can read anyway.
I think the writ was a forgery.
What? You mean it wasn't real? That means Mother Quan should still own the tea house. Problem is, Dutong's already shown everyone the writ and now he's got it locked away. If you're right, he'd never bring it out again. There's no way to prove he cheated Mother Quan.
Maybe I can make Dutong confess.
That might work. It would probably help if you get him drunk first. That's something I can help you with. Dutong's always having me send over wine. Usually I mix it with water so he doesn't get too drunk too fast, but I could start sending it to him unmixed.
Get him drunk and I'll get a confession out of him.
It won't be quite that easy. I've watched Dutong for quite a while, and when he's drinking, he usually goes through 3 stages of drunkenness. Dutong gets very friendly when he starts to drink. You might get a confession out of him then, but I doubt it. He's not really all that drunk at that stage. Usually after about 7 bowls, he slips into depression and sorrow. He complains about how his life is worthless and what a bad and sinful man he is. Not a pretty sight. By the 9th glass, he starts to get paranoid. You can't really talk to him then. Usually around that time, I try to slip a restorative potion into his glass to sober him up.
So the magic number is 7. You can make him sober then?
The restorative tastes pretty foul, but it does the job. Works instantly and makes a man sober as an imperial judge. Dutong's guard keeps a vial handy at all times, just in case. The guard gave me a few vials so I could slip them into Dutong's wine when he starts to get paranoid. Keeps him from getting out of hand.
Let's send Dutong some drinks.
No problem. We have 2 sorts of wine here. Peasant's wine and imperial seasoned spirits. The peasant's wine is pretty weak, but that's usually what Dutong drinks. The imperial seasoned spirits are a lot stronger. 1 bowl of that is worth 3 bowls of peasant's wine. And if Dutong gets too drunk, I have the restorative to sober him up.
Give Master Dutong some peasant's wine.
1 drink for Master Dutong coming up. Anything else I can do for you?
Give Master Dutong some imperial seasoned spirits.
1 drink for Master Dutong coming up. Anything else I can do for you?
And that was 1 and 3 more should be 7. So give Master Dutong the imperial seasoned spirits.
1 drink for Master Dutong coming up. Anything else I can do for you?
I'll be back in a bit.
Good, good. Go speak to Dutong. If he's not drunk enough, or if he's too drunk, come back and see me and I'll mix him up another drink. We'll get him to admit he's a cheat and a sneak. Then old Mother Quan will be back in charge, and I won't ever have to give out another bit of bad advice.
So let us see what state he is in, if I can remember where he's located. I mean, 3 sheets Dutong, just his name alone.
What do you want? You come to mock me? Come to laugh at the tragedy that is the life of 3 sheets Dutong?
Let's talk about the writ you showed Mother Quan.
No, not the writ. Let's not talk about that. It's my secret shame. Just the thought of that writ brings tears to my eyes. It tears at my poor, miserable soul.
Of course, now I can't remember which of my skills is the highest, but let's try with charm. Tell me about the writ, you can trust me.
Yeah, you're a good friend. I could trust you. You'll understand. Oh, I'm a despicable person. A bad, bad man. The writ, it's a fake. A forgery. I made it all up!
Boss, what are you saying? I better sober you up.
God, oh, God! Oh, I hate that restorative potion. Oh! That stuff tastes like vomit baked in a glaze of goat hair and garnished with a sprinkling of horse dung. And now I have the strangest memory, as if I... Oh no. Did I say anything to you, stranger? Anything about, oh, I don't know, an imperial writ?
Yep, you told me it was a fake.
What? No, I never said any such thing.
I heard what you said, Dutong. I knew you cheated Mother Quan out of this place, and now we have proof. You can't get out of this now.
Ah, I see what you're after. Oh yes, 3 sheets Dutong was not born yesterday, or the day before that. Indeed, we are speaking the language of commerce. I will give you a great deal of silver to keep this little secret from getting out. Lots of silver for both of you, if you keep quiet about this.
I don't know, Dutong. I could really use the silver, but Mother Quan is such a nice old lady, I'm just not sure what to do.
He speaks the language of commerce, but I speak the language of fair and just. You disgust me, Dutong. We won't sell Mother Quan out like this.
Right, of course. What was I thinking? Old Mother Quan's a good woman. She deserves to have her tea house back.
Boss, people aren't gonna like us when they find out what you did. Maybe we should get out of here.
That's the smartest thing you've said since I hired you. Let's go.
Well done. It'll be nice to have old Mother back in charge again. You should tell Mother Quan she got her tea house back. Now things can go back to the way they were.
I knew you would make the right choice. We share the same master, and he taught us both well.
So, there you are, dearie.
Hello again, dearie. I hope you're having a nice time here in in Master Dutong's tea house.
Dutong's writ was a forgery.
A forgery? Are you certain?
Dutong confessed the tea house is yours again.
That scoundrel! No wonder he left here so fast. Cheating an old woman out of her hard-earned living. The very nerve. People, listen to me. Master Dutong has left. This brave young lady exposed him for the fraud that he was. The tea house is mine again.
Hooray for Mother Quan! Her tea house is back in business!
You've given me back the only thing I ever cared about. And you've done a service for this town, too. I'm going to turn this place back into a respectable quality tea house.
It was nothing, and I was glad to help.
I don't have much. The only reward I can offer is my humble thanks. That and a promise that you will always be welcome here at Old Mother Quan's.
Of course, the fighter got 1000 XP and some brownie points. And we are just about on time for this episode. As I've said before, and I will probably say again, some episodes are going to be slower action-wise than others. Just the nature of the game. So, for now, thanks for watching, take care, and see you again. Bye bye.